Alright, welcome back to the March Madness of DCS. We're getting into late April, so I'm behind, but that's okay. If you've been keeping up with your brackets, we are on game number 21, which is the Tomcat versus the SU-33. And I think I might have covered up the SU-33 with my little logo there, but anyway, this should be good. I'm interested in this. I'm certain the F-14 is going to win, but it's kind of cool that these are both large, heavy, fast, powerful Navy fighters. Now the Tomcat was specifically designed for carrier-based operations, while the SU-33 is kind of a derivative of the SU-27, but still, very capable aircraft. It stands a chance, but I think it's a slim one. And of course you see my not quite ever finished personal skin. We've already got some chaff popping out of the F-14, and I missed an AIM-54 firing there. My camera view wasn't quite right, so let's follow this guy for a second. Oh, we've got a long-range shot here from the SU-33. I tend to want to call these SU-27s, but okay. This is interesting. I don't want to leave the view necessarily. Got maneuvering. He's not maneuvering. The Tomcat's... Okay, there he goes. Oh, and we've got a hit. We have a hit, and here comes this missile. I think it has already missed, which is interesting because he was flying straight. Yep, it already missed. Okay, so the F-14 is our winner. Moving on. No big surprise. Alright, now we've got the MiG-29 Fulcrum. I don't like the paint skins so much on the Russian jets, not the stock ones. And we've got the AJS Viggen. So these guys have already met in the preliminaries, and the MiG-29 walked away handily, easily. It was a cakewalk. I think that's probably going to be the case here. The Viggen wasn't really developed for this kind of a fight. It's not really fair, but you never know. But I think the Viggen's going to be moving on to the losers bracket. In this particular video, we're going to have there's 4 and 4. There's 4 winners bracket matches and 4 losers bracket matches right in a row. Kind of surprised we don't have a missile shot yet. I guess they're not that close. Now the Viggen is very impressive. It's one of those jets that, and I've said this before, but this guy can move along pretty fast. It's very, very capable in terms of speed. Okay, it's dropping that pod. I think that's a gun pod that I keep adding. I think it even says gun pod, but I don't know. So he's maneuvering. I think that means, yep, there's the smoke trail from the Russian missile. It looks like it's missing, but I think that's an optical illusion. This is almost identical to what happened last time. The Viggen tried... Yep, there it is. That's almost an identical shot. MiG-29 handles it with ease once again. Viggen broke left and ate a missile. Moving on. And here we have the M2000C, very beautiful jet, pretty fast, very capable. Very capable jet, but unfortunately it's against the F-18, and as this skin loads in, if you've watched my video about the F-4U Corsair and Ira Kepford's particular F-4U Corsair, you'll know that this is the commemorative skin that I made. Kind of a throwback skin that is based on Ira Kepford's Corsair skin. If there's any modern jet that is sort of a, I guess not a nod, but just sort of Corsair-ish in its duties and tasks and roles, and how good it has been for the United States Navy and all that, then it would be the F-18 Hornet. So it's not the coolest skin in the world. It actually looks kind of plain to me in some ways, but I don't know. I kind of like it. I like that it's dark. I like the stripes on the underbelly. And there we have a slammer shot. AMRAM is out. And we have a Mattress Super, I think is what those are called, out. I keep meaning to look them up. You see the smoke trail from the Matra. The Hornet's not bothered by it. There he's maneuvering a little bit. Oh, hard maneuver. We're getting vapor. That's a cool shot. Rolling over. And our M2000 is maneuvering as well. Hornet's getting back on target. The missile has missed. Oh, and we appear to have a hit. I think that's a hit, but he's still flying. It could have been an sudden engine change. Sometimes those cause smoke to come out. There we have another shot. We've got two in the air. One might have missed. Okay, I don't know what this one's aiming at. I don't see anything there. Oh, nope, there it was. It got hit. It got hit. So the M2000 is done. That's not a huge surprise. The Hornet is more than capable of handling that kind of a fight. So the F-18 moves on. Alright, and the last round in the winner's bracket for this video is the Su-27 Flanker. Going up against the F-15. I kind of threw them both in some what you might call splinter camo or whatever. This is a classic match, F-15 versus Su-27. Built for the same kind of a role. Different philosophies on fighting, but very similar aircraft in some ways. F-15 is pretty maneuverable, built for speed. The Su-27 is very, very impressive in terms of its agility and maneuverability. Not quite as fast. Different philosophy on missile employment, but I guess many would consider it slightly inferior, and we have a missile away. But if this guy followed kind of, oh, and we got a missile away the other way, and they're flying straight at each other. So if this guy would follow that up with an ET, perhaps, if he could, this might be a little bit long range for an ET. I'm not really for sure, but that could be a little bit dangerous. That's what I like about the Russian jets, but I don't know why. Okay, now he's going to maneuver a little bit. The AI does not maneuver as quickly as I kind of think they should, and maybe it's because I've got them on good skill instead of, you know, a higher skill level. Maybe they would crank and attempt to notch here and there. If mostly cranking is the thing I can't believe they don't do. Okay, I don't know. We might have some missed missiles. There goes another missile shot. This one's closer. The closer you get, the harder it is to dodge these guys. Oh, and there we go. So, F-15 moves on. And so, first round of the losers bracket. In this particular round, we are back with the Su-33, and this is an interesting skin that I have not checked out before. I didn't know it was in there. I don't think. I don't know that I've ever seen it. That is not a bad paint job. And he's up against the F-5 Tiger, also known as the MiG-28, perhaps. Not in this paint job. Not in this livery. So the F-5 is going to have trouble getting in close enough to employ either cannon or IR missiles. So we're going to speed this up. The Su-33 should have a fairly easy kill to move on to the next round of the losers bracket and try to survive. We've got chaff out, which means we've probably got an RWR warning, and there it is. The AI loves to pop chaff and fly straight at the missiles for some amount of time. Now I would expect the F-5 to start maneuvering. Yep, there we've got some maneuvering, but it is too late. I think it's too late. It is almost always too late when the AI starts doing that. Whoops. I hit the wrong button. So he might have defeated that missile. It's possible. Which is good. Like, if he can defeat that missile, maybe you probably have to defeat one more that's in closer and even more dangerous. And here it comes. And I don't think he's going to make it. That one is tracking. Oh! That was a cool shot. Su-33 wins pretty easily. F5 couldn't get close enough. Moving on. Alright, in game 26 we've got the MiG-21 fish bed on the east and the Viggen on the west. This should be a fairly even match, I think. Technically, I don't know. I think the Viggen has a little more options at its disposal. Oh, and we got a missile out and a missile out on the other side. This may be quick. Oh, that was close. And I think they both dodged the missiles. Viggen looks to be in a better position. Well, I can't really tell. I think he was turning in sooner than the MiG was. Both missiles missed. That was pretty cool. They both fired at about the same time and started maneuvering. It was fairly close range, so now I'm having trouble picking up the other plane from, you know, whichever plane I'm looking at. I'm having trouble picking up the other plane. That's always the trick, I think. No, there we go. Okay, they're close. So both of these planes, that one's not really bare metal, but it's kind of bare metal. I thought it might be fun to get some naked metal liveries going on against each other. So I guess at this point it's going to be a matter of whoever can turn and get a shot on the other, perhaps. Oh, I saw it for a second. I'm not very good with the camera angles, and locking onto a plane doesn't seem to... I mean, it's kind of cool, it works, but then sometimes I lose track of the plane that's in focus. And I like using the depth of field, so that sometimes works against me. Okay, Viggen is descending. So's the MiG. The MiG's going to be more maneuverable, so in theory... Oh, yep. There. Oh, nice. Nice, he can't quite get his nose on him. But the MiG should be more maneuverable, and well, maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, that's the Viggen going the other way. Yeah. That's kind of cool. So they're going to turn back into each other. See if we get a shot. There we go. We got flares. Oh, it took the flares. Miss. Or he just outmaneuvered it, or both. So the Viggen's faster, I think. Should be. Now it's hard to tell. It's hard for me to tell where the MiG is now that I've zoomed way in. This might take forever. Oh, we got a shot. We've got a shot and more flares, and it took the flares. It didn't even... It got confused early. There's our MiG. The MiG's doing a good job of staying in position here, but I think he's only got one missile left. And this could take forever. Oh, there we go. There's a shot and it didn't. I don't know, that might not have been his last missile, but alright, so the MiG is definitely in position here and doing a good job of staying there. I think he's got a missile left. I thought he had shot them all, but I think he's got one left. I'm not sure why he's not taking it, but perhaps he's trying to get a cannon shot. It should be possible. But if he's not careful, he's going to run out of fuel first. He's not quite in cannon range, I don't think, but definitely not. Why can't I find the nose of this aircraft? There's a wing. Something's happening. Did we run out of fuel or something? Oh, they're close. They're really close. I don't know if the MiG did an energy excursion or something. I don't know what he did. I think this might be a result of being on good skill setting for the artificial intelligence. He's, I don't know, probably still too far away for a cannon shot. I don't know what he's doing. He's going to run out of fuel and the Vigen's going to win. The MiG-21, I believe they probably both burn fuel pretty rapidly, but the MiG just doesn't carry a ton of fuel. They run out fast. He's got another missile. I don't know why he doesn't fire it. At least give it a shot. Of course, now they're in a... Yeah, right now, I'm going to speed this up. Now they're in a high G turn, and so the missile shot may not have been a good idea anyway. And now he's out of fuel, and he's going to crash, and the Vigen's going to win. He already ejected. He's not even going to try to glide it down, which is probably safe with an enemy. The Vigen's, is he going down too? Oh, no, he's still got fuel. What a deal. So that was probably the most even matchup in the tournament so far. Yep, just the Vigen left. That wasn't really an even matchup for the right reasons, though, unfortunately. That was kind of boring, but I guess it was kind of fun in a couple of ways, but kind of boring. So the Vigen's going to move on by default because he's not dead. The pilot's still on the plane flying. Let's see if we can tell exactly what happened. So we've got all of our shots, and yep. So we've just got an engine shut down and a pilot eject. So yeah, he just ran out of fuel. That's it. Well, the Vigen's moving on. Alright, we have the M2000C back again. Going into afterburner already, and he's going up against the Harrier. The 2000 is greatly favored here, and I'm not sure how far away he'll get this missile shot off, but it shouldn't be too long. And of course, to be honest, the Harrier only has to miss 2 of these guys, and then they're sort of on even playing ground. But I don't know. I would assume that the Harrier is pretty maneuverable, but not necessarily built for this kind of a fight. The M2000 definitely has some speed on the Harrier and might have some agility on him. Okay, I can't. There's like a non-existent nose when you go into the F4 view. Okay, should be any time now. There we go. Okay, it was a little bit later than I thought. Oh, get my camera view sorted. There's the Harrier, that blurb up there. He's maneuvering. Popping chaff. Dropping tanks. Or gun pods. They always drop the gun pods. That's what that was. He might have defeated the missile. Nope. There it is. He did. Alright. As expected, the M2000 is going to move on to the next round of the losers bracket. Okay, last match of the day, the Su-27 Fulcrum. This is game 28 in the losers bracket. Last game of this round in the losers bracket. And we got the poor P-51, the last World War II airplane, the last piston engine airplane in the tournament. And he is going to, I guarantee he's going to eat a missile right in the nose, because these poor guys don't even know that a missile's been fired. I mean, I suppose they could see the trail of the missile, and we got a missile out. And this thing, unless I'm greatly mistaken, which I almost always am, the P-51 is going to fly straight into this thing. And there he is. You can kind of see him getting closer. There it is. So the Su-27's moving on as expected. Man, it blew almost every control surface off of that thing. The rudder's still there, I guess. Oh, now it's just the pilot, the dead pilot, the cockpit, and the nose. That's pretty much it. Awesome. Well, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys for the next round.